Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Namaste, konnichiwa. Welcome to the Thenupurtewarishow. Shakti, women who fought odds. And today too, we have another incredible woman with us. And she is none other than Dr. Navpreet Kaur. Dr. Navpreet Kaur is a Chandigarh-based advocate, social activist, author, researcher, co-founder and vice president of the Laxmifoundation. Dr. Navpreet, welcome to the Thenupurtewarishow. Shakti, women who fought odds.
Thank you, Navpreet. Thank you so much.
So, Dr. Navpreet, we would love to know the work you have been doing through the Laxmifoundation. So, like, mainly which part and which actually, which portion of India you're concentrating?
Yeah, well, beginning with that, acid violence is the most vicious form of violence against women. So, mainly we are focusing on women. Acid attack occurs mostly around Asian countries, and within India, we say it happens in almost all the corners, specifically talking about then it's West Bengal, UP, New Delhi, and everywhere almost in the country. The cases are somewhere high or somewhere low. So we work around the India, all over the India, and even we are helping the acid attack victims beyond India. We are helping the women in Nepal and in UK as well. It's not only that we are helping in our country, we are helping each and every woman who connects with us and who is a victim of acid attack.
Wonderful.
So around back when, yeah.
So you would love to know, like, how do you help if somebody they want to connect with your organization? Like, how do you help them?
See, the major task for us is to reaching the victim, right? Whenever somewhere acid attack happens, we try to reach them first. Sometimes even the victims who hear about our foundation or hear about our campaigns, they contact us. Whenever somewhere acid attack happens, we try to reach them, we try to contact them. First of all, we do one thing, that to give them counseling, to make sure that they do not lose the hope of living. Though acid attack has happened, acid attack has spoiled their life, first of all, we give them a hope that life has not ended here. It is
Exactly.
just an incident and you have to live. So firstly, we give them counseling, and then after that, we ensure that they are getting each and every medical aid which is needed at that time. Because after an attack, the injuries, the burns, it takes time to heal, and it really needs specific medical treatment, surgeries. We ensure that they are getting best medical treatment, they are getting all the benefits of government schemes.
Wonderful.
And after that, to get the justice, we ensure them legal aid as well.
Thank you, Navpreet, for explaining that what exactly you do, and definitely you are an advocate. So legal, definitely you are giving them legal all the need they need, right, to fight with the with the society or the person who is doing those things. So like when it is coming like from other countries, how do you collaborate? Like, the rules, the regulations, laws are different from other countries. You're saying the Nepal. So how do you do in other countries then?
See, we try to connect with other NGOs. There are some other NGOs around the world who work for them. So we connect with them, collaborate with them, and we try to give them help in that way. There are some persons from Nepal, victims from Nepal who are residing in India, some in Maharashtra or in Bangalore. So whoever is in India, we are helping them in direct way, and whoever are in abroad in other countries, we are helping them in indirect way by collaborating with other NGOs, because our main objective is to give them a hope of life. So it doesn't matter who is the victim, where is the victims, we have to help them. So beyond the boundaries, we are trying our best to help them in any way.
That's incredible. Really, that's incredible and beyond words what you're doing. But I would like to know that what made you to co-found, definitely be, being a co-founder, or because you are an advocate, right? You could have had a different life, totally different career.
Yeah.
But what made you a social activist?
See, one person doesn't become whatever he is today, right? There's a number of incidents that I become a person who I am today. Well, if I see back in 2013, I was just a normal law student, a law researcher who was very much anxious to research on law subjects. And somewhere in the newspaper, I read a story about Lakshmi Agarwal, an acid attack survivor. And it was about her, how an acid attack happened, and how it was like, you can say, a way where I was going on, beginning of that way. I thought that at the age of 15, when a girl who is just thinking about her looks, who is just growing, and at that tender age, even an acne peeves her, onset of acne peeves her, how she has battled a life of an acid attack victim. She was attacked by a 32 years old man. And at that age, she survived an attack and she started living as a normal human being, and she fought back, and she made a history and become a woman of inspiration. That story actually inspired me to start a research. And when I was pursuing my research, it was in my mind that I will not do just, I will not just read the newspaper, I will not just read the books, I will definitely go and meet those victims, because without meeting them, I will not understand their pain. So I met all the victims. Almost half a year, I was just on in the car just to go and meet the victims, and just writing, recording their stories. And I was along with my 6 months old daughter. I was traveling, and it was in my
2013.
mind that,
You're talking about 2013.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
Yes, so I started doing visiting acid attack survivors in 2015. In
15.
2013, I started research, and in 15, I went to meet them personally. And then it was like, when I was writing suggestions, I was writing that police should do this, judicial officers should do this, politician, parliament should do this. I asked myself, Navpreet, what you will do for them, you should also do something. And I literally felt that thing. I discussed this thing with Lakshmi that we need to do this, we need to stop these attacks. So we should begin a campaign. We began a campaign, Stop Sale Acid, and we created awareness, and we made an NGO. We took another step. The Laxmifoundation was founded, and I started working for them wholeheartedly.
Wow.
And
So
then after that, I felt, yeah. And even still, I need that awareness is required to be created. So I have written a book so that everyone should know what the acid attack victims are feeling, what are the problems they are facing. Even though the laws are made, new laws are made, new policies have been made, but still they are facing troubles in various aspects. So what are those problems, and how we can solve those problems?
wonderful, wonderful.
This
There
is
was
my
so many.
story, how I become a social worker from a researcher.
Wow, such an inspiring story. Definitely, you yourself are inspiring us to do something for the society. Definitely. So, so how old is your daughter now? So you said she was
She
6 months old.
Yeah, she was 6 months old. She will be six now soon.
Okay, okay. So from 6 months to 6 years, she had seen her mother is,
Yeah, from
all these
6 months.
things. Wonderful.
Yeah,
So
yes.
this is the show for all the women. Here is a one question I would like to ask, because you just said that you used to carry your 6 months old daughter along with her. You used to go to all those victims and you used to record their stories. So how was your in-laws or husband support in that, doing that?
See, I would say when this study, which I began, that is about acid attacks on women, right? I'm a feminist. I talk about the rights of women, but I would definitely say that two men really supported me in my work, my
Mhm.
father and my husband. They were
Wow.
always there with me. They motivated me. My husband always stayed with me as my back and always supported me. Yes, you can do it. You should do this. And
Wow.
he traveled with me wherever he could, taking just putting beside his business. He did his best to so that I can accomplish my research. So I would really say that my father and my husband has been a big support for me in this journey.
Wonderful. So these. I think not only you, definitely your husband and your father. They're the inspiration for other men too. So they can also help their wives and
Correct.
their daughters. Yeah, just say thanks to them on behalf of all the women. Yeah, they definitely they deserve a big thank, and not I think a lot of thanks they deserve. So I think those
Yes.
who
Right.
those viewers and men who are watching these shows, so I think as I always say that we complete each other, the men and women, we complete each other. We are not competing with each other, and feminism is all about completing each other. It is not competing with each other. We cannot, the healthy society we cannot create when we compete with each other. The moment we complete each other, the society will become really organic and healthy. So here is the example we have, Dr. Navpreet, and as Dr. Navpreet said that her father and her husband, like they helped like anything, and that is the reason I think she is who she is today. She started with 6 months old daughter. So this is for them a big salute from Tokyo. I would like to salute them. Yeah, thank you so much for uh, you know for definitely helping Dr. Navpreet, and whatever she's achieving today, equally they're also achiever as well,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So
Yes.
so it is like now the you are an advocate, you are an author, and you are a social activist. So which one is the big role for you? So which one is the okay, this is my 50%, this is 25%, this is 25% kind of thing? Which one?
Yeah. See, 100% the main role is of a mother, right?
Yeah, that I was thinking
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. My day begins as a mother and my day ends with a mother as a mother.
Mhm.
So basically, social work is like my primary thing, primary, always in that if even if I am working somewhere, if I am writing somewhere something and someone calls me and asks me for some help, and I'm always there. I stop working for my daughter and for the needy persons.
Wonderful.
Equally, yeah, they are like I really want to improve this society. I really want that. I want to pay back to this society. So whenever someone needs me, I am always available. Even before this interview was about to begin, I was talking to one acid attack survivor. She was just hardly attacked 1 month back. Her husband attacked her because she gave birth to girls. He wanted a boy, and she gave, but it was a girl, so he attacked her own wife. And I was just talking to her. I was just even after completing this interview, I'm going to meet her. So social work, I would definitely say social work is more important for me. Advocacy is also important because with advocacy I can provide justice to the needy people,
True, exactly. But
and
as
by writing things I can create awareness. because I love writing, and I believe by writing such things that which is important for the society to read, I will write only those things so that I can create awareness in some way.
That's great. Actually, this is what you described, that your day starts with being a mother, and then these things. I think you are totally an empowered woman. Empowerment starts from there. That yeah,
Yes,
I do
right.
everything. I'm a woman. I'm a complete woman, and I respect men in my life, and definitely I play all the roles. This is wonderful. Then at the same time, I'm really sorry to hear about that, the story you said, that the husband, here is your husband who is helping you to achieve
Yes.
your goal, and look at that husband who really throwing acid on his wife who gave birth to a girl child. So are these the reason, like, yes, we would love to know, like, what are the reason, like Lakshmi, definitely we know how and why it happened, but other the victims, why they are victims, like why these acid attacks are happening, why?
See, what I have observed is that patriarchal society is the major reason. Patriarchal society, male ego, unrecruited love. In a patriarchal society, a man can't tolerate that woman is superior to her. A man can't tolerate that a girl is saying no to him. Whenever in 60% of the cases are of unrequited love. A man proposes the girl and she denied, and a man could not tolerate no the no
Rejection.
word, the rejection. He can't tolerate the rejection. It's our patriarchal society. During the childhood, there's the parents create difference between girl and a boy, that girl is inferior to boy, brother is superior, he will get everything whatever he wants in the patriarchal society. And parents never say no to the child, and he grows in that way only. He feels like that whatever I demand I will get definitely. And when he starts asking for some advancement from girl, whenever she denies, and he says that it is she is hurting my ego. If she is saying no, if she can't be mine, she can't be someone's. ये मेरी नहीं हुई तो किसी की भी नहीं हो सकती. It's just like that. And in another instance of patriarchal society, I want a boy, I want a son, because whenever I will die, my son will give me fire. Then only I will go to the heaven. It's just a mindset of the society, male mindset, patriarchal mindset, which is still there in 21st century, and which is an obstacle for our society to grow like a flower. It is just making a hell, or you can say it is just creating inequality between men and women, where
Exactly.
yes, where men and they don't understand that God had made each and every human being equal. God is giving light to every person through sun, through star. They never say discriminate at anyone, but still there is a thinking, there is a mindset that man is superior to woman, so he can do anything. He can even spoil a person's life with acid.
This is so sad. This is so sad, actually. And
Yeah.
and this patriarchy, actually, which part of India is bigger, like North India or southern part of India, or eastern, or western? Where do you get
It's
get
It's
get more
almost everywhere. It's
more
almost everywhere. It's
almost
growing
everywhere?
everywhere. Yeah. See, if we go by the records, the records are not clear. Before, prior to 2013, the National Crime Report Bureau never recorded the acid attack cases. It was
Mm-hmm.
just covered under hurt or grievous hurt, if we talk about law and recording. So now after 2013, they have started recording the cases, and there are hardly from 250 to 300 cases. But still, my research says that there are numerous unregistered cases. So we cannot say that where the cases occurs and where does not occurs there. And yeah, as I talked about unregistered cases, I want to share an incident. Whenever acid attack cases happen. Another patriarchal concept, or the thing which reflects a patriarchal concept, whenever acid attack happens on the woman, the parents say it was just an accident, the stroke burst, or it was just because of some of fire or something, because they want to hide their girl. They don't want, they said, they, because the society would feel that there must be something wrong done by the girl, that's why acid attack has happened to this girl. So this is another reason of unregistered case, or another example of patriarchal society,
So
where
the
woman is always blamed for
so
the wrong.
the family, they don't want to register the
Yes,
cases.
yes,
So they don't want to bring that bad name on the
yes,
family.
right. Just
Look,
like
yeah.
rape, in the acid attack cases, the same things happen, that they feel that bad name will be the in the name of the honor, you say, they
This
hide the
is
thing.
this is like so much awareness we need, right? So much awareness, as life is so important. Your
Yes,
family today, especially in this corona period, pandemic, we can see that how we are losing lives. Like, it is the
yes,
honor of the family, it doesn't matter. Your male ego, it doesn't matter. Life is the most important thing. And how could
yes,
you
that's
just
why we begin with counseling. That's why we always begin with counseling, that life is important. Face is
exactly?
not important, burns are not important, nothing is important. What is important is life.
That's exactly like the work you have been doing. It's incredible, and I'm sure that many people are getting benefited. I'm sure, I have no doubt about it. But like, how we can bring, but still it looks like that, like after listening to you, it feels like we need really more and more awareness. Like you were saying that just because of the family, even they don't want to register cases. This is number one. Secondly, the inside the family, because where's the love when the husband is throwing acid on wife? Where's the love? Where's the humanity? Right. So what do you think, Dr. Navpreet, that how we can bring more awareness, like how we, like the public, normal public, how we can also participate, how we can bring more awareness on that?
See, the first foremost thing is creating awareness the way you are creating, right?
Mhm.
We should organize the event. We should sensitize the society, our near ones. Like you will discuss with your friends, your family, and the other people you know. So everybody should think as a responsible way that this is an important topic to discuss with everyone. We should create awareness. We should ensure that acid is not being sold like anything. The sale of acid should be stopped. It is, according to the law, it is regulated in India, but the rules are not being followed. Acid is selling like anything. Anyone can buy acid in hardly 30 rupees, and they can throw it and spoil someone's life. So everybody needs to understand that such kind of if we need to stop such kind of incidents, we need to sensitize from the grassroots level, from the childhood. Every child should be taught that every human being is equal. uh, Brothers, sisters are equal, girl and boy are equal. If we start teaching the new generation from the beginning, I would definitely say that our next generation, from the our next world will be definitely much more beautiful than now. And it is important to I would say that in the marriage, if as much as important is the makeup of the bride, it is equally important to teach the boy that this girl is leaving everything behind you for you only, and you should respect her as you respect your parents, and or as you respect yourself, and or as you respect your god, right?
Mhm.
So everything needs to be sensitive, in every way needs to be sensitized. Every human being should uh, perform their duties well, without thinking that he's or she is superior or inferior to me.
Exactly. I think most of the men, they think their wives are their properties.
Right.
Right. So
The
here,
patriarchal concept needs to be abolished now. actually. And if we really want to abolish that, we have to begin with from our own house, from our own friend circle, in our own friend circle and in our family.
Hmm.
That in that way we can improve this society, and we can move on, and we can we can think that our children will live in a improved society, right?
True, exactly. So it should start from home, like it's that
Yes,
how you're raising your children totally.
yes,
So there should not be
yes,
any discrimination. Like you're doesn't matter you're boy or girl, you're like equal. Definitely, equally they will be raised. So the movement should be starting. Like we all can be part of it. All the viewers, I would like to say that you are whether you're a man or a woman. Definitely, it should start from home. If you are raising your children, please raise them equally and just teach them that to respect. When you give the respect, then only you get the respect. And doesn't matter, a woman is whatever she does, she is a human being and she deserve respect as well. And you have no right to throw acid on women. Yeah, one more question I have. The acid attack victims, they all are women.
see 60 to 70% of acid attack victims are women in India, but
Mm-hmm.
30 to 40% also men, and even transgender.
Okay,
And
transit.
men, in the cases of men, the reason of acid attack are mostly property related, the land disputes,
Oh, okay.
or
Mhm.
yes, or some jealous or something like that.
Okay.
Or in some, yes. And
Okay.
they face equal problem, they face equal discrimination after acid attack because of their looks, and they such kind of problems they face, like just like women are facing.
Okay, so there are those like women are facing big, definitely the thing, the reason you said, because the girl child giving the birth of girl child or the rejection, rejecting the boyfriend, or marrying someone, those, but the men they are facing because of the property dispute and
Yeah,
other,
property
you know,
dispute, land disputes, or
enmity.
you would say enmity, revenge, they want to do, yeah, yes. Maybe, or
Okay.
sometimes in cases of jealous in the jobs, because they are
Uh-huh.
working together, some person is getting a promotion, so the person who have not got a promotion attacks him with acid. Such kind of
And they
incidents
are
happen.
educated people,
Yeah, well, yes, very well educated person.
and they
I
are
will
doing.
share, yeah, I will share a case of a poet. Uh, he lives nearby New Delhi, I think, if I am right. He was attacked because there were a couple of boys who were teasing a woman. When he scolded them, he said, "Don't do this. You are doing wrong thing." The next day, they poured acid on the poet just
Yeah.
because he was stopping the boys to teasing by from teasing the girl. He was doing good thing, and he in return he got an acid attack.
Oh my God, oh my God, how
And
terrible these are.
I know a case in Punjab where the a brother threw acid on his own brother because of land dispute, and they were well educated people. Such kind of things happens, and actually it is the mindset, acid is in the mind of the people. Whoever is committing the crime, acid is in their
Is
mind. That's
already
why they
inside the
are,
mind.
yeah, that's why they perform such kind of acts. That's why they have that you can say that they have that will, they have that wrong will to do that thing.
Exactly, that's already poisoned, I think, their mind. Already poisoned.
Yes,
So they filled their mind already with acid, then it doesn't take even a moment to buy and throw it on
yes,
someone. So
yes,
I
right.
think our society really needs a lot of healing. It doesn't matter men and women. They need a lot of counseling, a lot of awareness, and a lot of healing. I think when you will understand that your life is really important, you will start respecting others' lives also, and there the harmony, real harmony, will start. So, So actually for viewers, I'd like to say that, yeah, Dr. Navpreet is doing wonderful work. And as you heard that she has been doing these since almost 2013, 2015. And she started with her 6 months old daughter. So this is not only her work. This is, I think, as a society, we all are responsible for that because we are raising our children, and we are part of this society. So let's spread this awareness. Let's just make people realize that life is only one, and if it is your life, it is when somebody is pinching you, if it is you are getting hurt. And can you imagine when you're throwing acid on someone, how painful it can be? So before you do to someone, please imagine on yourself, and why would you do that? Why would you do that? You are a human being. You are not a demon. So with this, actually, the viewers, I'd like to say this is our responsibility. This is our society. This is our country, and this is our world, and this is our planet. So with this, definitely, let's spread this awareness that nobody should be any more victim. With this, that we can spread more awareness, more positivity, more love, more healing. So everyone can be with each other, everyone can help each other rather than throwing acid on each other. Right, Dr. Navpreet?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So,
Yeah,
Dr. Navpreet,
really,
yes, please.
Yeah, we really need to work together to improve this society. I'm sure that viewers will definitely work on this, and they will definitely sensitize others to stop such kind of crimes against humans.
Totally. And the viewers, if you have more questions or any more, anything you don't know, you want to know about it for spreading awareness, please do write to us, and Dr. Navpreet definitely will answer all those questions. And we are always here. Any questions, anytime, you can always send us. And Dr. Navpreet, really thank you so much for joining us from your busy schedule, and giving us so many knowledge, I would say, which we did not know, viewers did not know. So many things are happening, and we all are responsible for that, and we have to help our society to rejuvenate. Right?
Thank you, Nupur. It was nice connecting to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Navpreet. And viewers, definitely I'll be with you on next Friday again. So for today, so that's all for today. Just like a teacher, I'm saying that's all for today. So Dr. Navpreet, I'll see you again, and thank you so much for joining. So thank you so much. Good night. Subratri, US Minasai. Namaste.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.